Our exclusive interview with Lindsay Lohan. She grew up right in front of our eyes, a talented actress with a very promising career. But in recent years, it's been her numerous rehab stints and run-ins with the law that have kept her name in the headlines. Well, now Lindsay says she is clean and sober and ready to make a comeback, starting with a hosting gig on Saturday Night Live. I was looking to see when the last time we sat down was. 2006. You were 19 years old. You were here to promote a couple of movies. When you think back to that time, Lindsay, what goes through your mind?
I was nonstop working back then. It was really fun, but it was a whirlwind. I've been very quiet since then, haven't I?
Yeah, I haven't heard a thing about
I've been
you.
Very quiet.
What have you been up
myself.
to? Well, you're a little older. I don't want to say you're old because you're only 25 years old. Although a lot has happened. I would imagine you're wiser.
Yes.
As well.
Very much so.
How are you wiser?
I think it's just, the process of learning and going through certain experiences, and I've certainly seen a lot, and I've grown. I've learned how to live my life in a way that I'm happy, and I can do the things that I want to do.
Is this recent, this ability to kind of embrace life in that way?
Yeah, I think it's this last kind of whirlwind of experiences that I've gone through this past year and a half. I think I've kind of just taken a step back and been like, I'm not doing what I love to do, and I need to find a way to kind of find that balance again.
When you say you weren't doing what you love to do you feel a little bit like you cheated yourself out of that?
Yeah, to some extent. Yeah, definitely. I think that, I like being on set. I like making films, and I like doing this kind of stuff and having positive things to talk about, and I kind of lost sight of that.
There was a time when we talked last time where I think you didn't want to talk about a lot of things because I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, there was a little denial going on.
Definitely, and I think it's also, it's a scary thing to have to kind of express to people. I wasn't as comfortable with myself then. And yeah, definitely though, I think it was a fear factor that I had about what was really going on, and I had to get that wake-up call.
I've talked to so many people over the years who've gone through similar situations. No situation is identical to what you've been through, and almost all of them, Lindsay told me at one point, they had to make major changes in their life to get to this better place. What are some of the changes you've made?
I think some of the main things are just the people I surround myself with.
Tell me about that.
I think that it gets very lonely in this industry because you're constantly with people and then you're alone. So it's I just allowed a lot of people to be around me at all times, and I don't think that they were necessarily there for the right reasons, and I wasn't concerned with that. I think I was being a bit ignorant towards the fact that maybe I should not go out all the time. Maybe I should rest. Maybe I should, start to grow up and take care of myself.
Who do you trust now? You have to have somebody in your life that you can lean on, that you can confide in, that you can trust. Who do you trust?
I trust my family, my mom, my sister, and my brothers. I have a really great group of people that I work with now. And I think that's also been taken a while to kind of get together.
It seems a little strange to say this to you, but at 25, people are talking, who are hearing now that, for example, you're going to be hosting Saturday Night Live this week, and I see you smile at that, that this is some kind of a comeback at 25. How do you view it?
That's crazy. Well, I'd rather it be now and not have to deal with it, go through it later. I'm glad that I've...
Do you view it that way, though?
Yeah, it's not that I don't... I regret the choices that I've made, but I'm grateful for where I am today because of them, because I don't need to see any more negative stuff. I don't need to put myself in those places anymore.
And do you think the producers and directors of movies and television projects are going to get back to the part where they can go, you know what, yeah, we can count on Lindsay, we can bank on her?
I think that takes time, and I think it's actions. Because people can say things all they want, but I think I still need to go through the process of proving myself, with SNL, being on time, being, keeping my, I can't say the word, but stuff together.
We can bleep it, so don't worry about it.
But, I'm really lucky because Lorne Michaels he's really been supportive of me. And so I actually went and emailed him and kind of was harassing him to meet with me to let me do the show, and he believes in me, and so it's just a process, and I'm willing to go through that process and prove that I can be accountable.
We're going to have more with Lindsay in our next half hour as she talks about her community service, her stint at the morgue, for example, and what she says to those who don't believe she can get her life back on track. And a reminder, Lindsay will be hosting Saturday Night Live this weekend, 11:30, 10:30 Central Time, right here on NBC.